Mainly this area for copyright strikes. Dread's the name. GTA is the game. Hi guys, I'm Dread. Welcome back to GTA 5 Online. Today, I'm deciding to make a video early before, because as you can see, it's still snowing, so it's still 2024, but it's literally the last day of 2024. So I thought, why not make a video of the game that I've had probably the most videos and the most time out of all my series and just anything I've played on video. I wish it was Black Ops 1, but it's not. It's GTA. I have over probably like 400, 500 days played. I got this idea from an Instagram reel that I saw, and yes, I know people are gonna be like, "Oh no, you're an old head. You watch Instagram reels instead of TikTok or YouTube Shorts." Yeah, I know, but I don't really scroll Instagram reels a whole lot, so I decided to do it for like an hour or two. And I stopped on one, and it reminded me of the good times I had with all my friends and the crew and stuff. And there's a couple key locations in our stop. Franklin, now's not the time. But if you were ever around during the modded car era for me and my friends, which used to be me and my crew, you'll remember this place as one of the OG places to get cars. But before that, it was just anywhere. We used to sit the car like right here in this area somewhere, and then you would basically have your MLC parked up like right here on this road, like this, facing the way my car's facing. And then you would do the glitch and you get the car. And then there was also the facility, which I do not have, although it's like over here somewheres. This facility was the facility that made modded car getting way easier. But that's the next location on our stop here. And of course, I will make another video like this when GTA 6 comes out, but it will be literally just me driving start to finish all the way around the map. And if I decide to stop and take side roads, I can do that too. But at that point, it's not up to me, you know? Or sorry, at that point, it is up to me. Also, when you guys are seeing this, sorry, I unplugged my microphone. I hate that. But yeah, when you're seeing this, Happy New Year's. Man, it's been a journey playing this game, growing up on it. This is technically probably going to be my last Christmas on GTA 5. Maybe not, but it's going to fall off real quick. I don't know if the thing with me is, like, I don't want to say, like, oh, I'm never going to come back to this game and then evidently come back and make videos on it and stuff. But the game is now 11 years old, you know? GTA 6 is coming out. After so many years of getting told that, you know, no, it's not coming out. Shut up. It's not coming out. Be quiet. Stuff like that. And now it's, you know, it's coming out now. Next year. But This was another place the people would park their cars up here. Most of the time they just call it in. Someone would run down the road and get, whether it'd be that way or that way. But they would stand on this rock right here. And if you like go watch like Red Arcade a couple years ago or whatever, or like a year or two back, you'll see a couple clips of me probably here. I don't really know though. But the next thing that we went to and did is we'd always go to a casino and get our like fancy, get on your classy or whatever. I think it was fancy. Dressing on all fancy. I remember that. And it would go on Mount Chiliad, of course, but I'm going to actually save Mount Chiliad for the main last video I make for GTA 5, where I drive around the whole map, because instead of just going around Mount Chiliad, I want to go up and down it, following the path. So it's the true GTA experience, because you can't play GTA 5 without going on Mount Chiliad at least once, if not 100 times. I mean, come on. What other purpose does it serve other than going up, you know? It's kind of emotional to think about it. GTA 5's coming to a close, or it coming to a close is not now, but you know what I mean. When it does, it's crazy, because the journey I've had, and like basically my whole YouTube career, I had GTA 5 to like piggyback me kinda a little bit, you know. For a while, GTA 5 was that game that I would upload when I didn't want to play any other game, or when I had no other game that I was interested in. I would just get on GTA and do stupid stuff like tricks, or like just talk and drive around and do nothing. And now when I get on GTA, I farm, or I do, you know, like a farm and grind, or I like do heists with my friends because fun. Like when I was younger, I didn't really want to do a whole lot of heists and everything, and then growing up, you realize like, the heists make you a lot of money, and B, all of that time of you saying you don't want to do heists could have made you so many more millions of dollars than you doing races or anything like that. That's how I saw it. Okay, hold on. I turned it up because I want to listen to music in my car, but I can't have that at all. But it's just crazy to see that. Like, see the change and everything, and not only me as a person, but like how I play games. And I literally, you wanna know what's funny? I am a OG pro veteran at Call of Duty Black Ops, or just Call of Duty Zombies in general, right? I saw an Instagram reel today saying that the OGs had it figured out back in the day, and I'm sitting here like, finally, someone understands that we're not dumbasses for training them and putting them in a straight line so you can shoot them. Like that, I thought that was common knowledge, but evidently not. Anyway, it's 120 grand. Let's go bet on horses. Oh man, I remember when this update first came out. This is where I'm really gonna sound. I don't like when I see my viewership. Actually, let me check it right now. What is the age demographic? Because I thought it was like between teenagers and young adults, but we'll see. Let me see. Wow, I'm trying to see. Let's boot this up and let's flip wig. Sure, we'll bet 10 grand on you. That's already at 10. Okay. You guys have just been making my day every time I wake up now. I don't think you guys understand that, but I wake up and like, I don't know, I just wake up and I look at my YouTube and I'm like, I don't know if this video did good or not, and then I look and it does awesome, and I thank you so much for that. Analytics. But now let's get to what I was wanting. Yeah. Audience. What's my audience? Yeah. So my age demographic is between 18, 24, and 25 and 34, and 35, 44, which I feel like some of those, I don't know, I feel like some of them are a lie, because if you're like, I'm not saying like cool if you like my content if you're that old and stuff. I'm not saying you're old, but you know what I mean. Like when you're older than me, whatever. The age demographic comparison to 18 and 24 compared to 35 and 44. Because I feel like some of these might be true, but it might be like someone watching on their family's like computer or something. I don't know. I don't know. Age demographics weird when you look at it. I've never. That's actually honestly like the first time I've ever looked at it. That's crazy. But anyway, I can tell you for a fact. Wait, what? That went up. Whoa. Hey, yo. For the 3% of females watching, hey. I'm not single, but hey. I don't mind taking a number for later. I'm kidding. But yeah. What I was getting at earlier is that I remember a lot of these updates when they came out because I grew up on the game. I thought I was going to prove myself right with the age demographic thing, and now I just feel like a dum-dum. Because I looked at it and it said all those ages that were none close to younger than me. Well, not much younger than me anyway. 18 to 21, it's not that. It's like 3. I can math, okay. But the whole point that I did that was that I was trying to get point across that I've been here for every update, and I haven't really missed an update for the most part. There was an update technically that I missed. It was before I got into the crew. Like before, not like the video game, but like our crew on GTA back then in 2020 and 2019. Before that, I couldn't really make it to updates or anything because I had a normal life of a kid, like going to school and everything. And then 2020 hit, I got pulled out of school, all this other stuff happened. And then I met those guys, and then we were farming all the time for money. If it wasn't grinding for money, we were messing around, doing like a slasher. Or we would do something else. It doesn't really, you know, we would go and just hang out and have fun. And I remember when I got wiped, I came back from it. And I mean, now I started another character again that's a female because I want to have a female and a male character at both decent levels. And this character is just so I like this character a lot. I don't know what it is, but I just like it a lot. I'm gonna be sad though when they take away his outfit, evidently, because they're gonna take it. Evidently, they're gonna take it regardless. It's not my due diligence to know why, but they will take it because it's Christmas themed. So. I didn't expect to win, but second place is pretty cool. What are the odds on that horse? It's probably like 1 in 3. And the winner is the 2. Every 2 it wins 1. Wow, cool. Literally. Awesome. Okay, anyway. We're gonna leave casino because I wasn't here to actually like do casino things. I just got sidetracked while I was talking. I am going to be sad when I have to leave this behind. I am going to cry whenever I go to GTA 6, probably, because this was a game that means more than most people will think. It's just like with Black Ops 1 for me. Most people don't get the same feelings I get for Black Ops 1 that I get for Black Ops 1. I need to pronunciate what I want to say better. blam, bam. But I remember whenever, like I said, I didn't have the money to get like updates barely when they came out, so instead I would wait till I had enough money and then I would buy the update. And at that point, I was a younger kid, like a young teenager, and it took me forever to grind for money because I had no good money making methods. I always try to do glitches or try to do like methods like money glitch. And the ones I didn't get to do, that I did get to do, were pretty lit. But I will say this is someone who's returned and done it completely clean and legit. Don't do that. Okay? Fair warning. They wiped accounts that were duped accounts. You know, accounts that were hurting their business because it's making it to where people are not going to level up or buy shark cards or anything if they were to do so. But all things considered, they've gotten rid of most if not all dupe accounts that I know of. All my friends have dupe accounts got taken away anyway. I was given duped accounts and I was selling duped accounts, but I wasn't necessarily using duped accounts. I had one that my friend made that he wasn't going to give to anybody or make anybody pay for because everything transferred over except the level. And to me, level didn't matter. So he just gave it to me. I played on for a little bit, but evidently it you know, got wiped, so whatever. Boo-hoo. But I have friends now that won't even play the game or touch it because of their duped accounts getting taken from them. And it's like, well, what do you think was going to happen when you got handed the keys to the kingdom? Eventually the police would come through and be like, hey, you're not the ruler of our kingdom. What are you doing with the keys? And then take it right away from you. The moment you got it taken away from you, is how I see it. Like, that's why I hardly put any effort into duped accounts or anything like that. But I did sell them. Oops. I did sell them. But hey, at the end of the day, like I said, I would not, for the life of me now, do that or anything. I saw that people were desperate to get stuff that made it easier to play the game, and I took advantage of people, and for that I am sorry, but at the same time, I don't know. How much weed do I got in here? If you don't know, or don't remember, or whatever, I've been farming on this account, or this character, like I said. And I specifically only bought a weed thing for the motorcycle club because, funny, but also because everybody's like, it's the worst one, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's one of the few ones that are in the middle of the city, pretty much, as far as I know. The other ones are like, I think on this strip right here, and then this strip right here somewhere, and then there's one, I don't remember all of them, but is what it is, you know what I mean? I can pull up my stream, hopefully, or not my stream, my chat, because my chat is always buggy. There you go. But I mean, today, like I said, is more of a video of me just saying Happy New Year's to everybody on the YouTubes. I don't know if I said it in one of my other videos. I probably did. But just in case if I didn't, this will be uploaded today as well. And there's another video getting uploaded today as well. That would be awesome. It's awesome. Sorry, I was looking at my phone, looking at my chat. I can't wait. I don't want to drink, so I'm probably not going to drink, but hey, it is what it is, right? Looking back from the beginning of this year to the end of this year has been a crazy adventure. Because, mental health probably was one of the biggest factors this year. I had probably the worst time with mental health this year. But I got to go and see my favorite music artists ever live, which I'll never get to live that down, you know, I'll never live that down. Seeing AJR live was so cool. It's just one of those things. Give me your money. Bruh, I'm robbing you blind. Give me your money. Give me your money. Give me your fucking money. But that's not enough to make it. I mean, it might be. I think it is just enough. I could go and buy one more supply, and people are gonna be like, "But why would you waste your money on a resupply?" Because I'm not gonna worry about working on the fucking place right now. Sorry. Pardon my French. Also, I'm not as loud as I am normally because, again, recently my videos I've been recording like around the time that I'm normally asleep or about to go to sleep. So it's not like everyone else is trying to go to sleep because they're awake. They just woke up or have been awake for like 2 hours. I just, for some reason, can't keep a good, what people consider a normal good schedule. I can't keep that, like, ever. It's another issue I have that I'm gonna try to break next year, but I've had this schedule forever, pretty much. Like, even when I was in school, it was kind of hard for me to sleep during the night. So who knows? Underground methods. Oh, and then I forgot about this. Claim nightclub. Only one. I don't own these. They're empty. What do you mean they're empty? Let's go do some promotion stuff for my nightclub. And also, again, I think I've already said this before, but I'm making all the business locations pretty close to each other in the city here, over here, if I can. Okay, here, let's see. What's going on today? Yeah. Hello. Let me in here, please. Like, me and my boyfriend. Nah. Popularity. Whoa! Yankee no brim. I don't think he even had a hat on. I don't know why I said that. Alright, where am I taking this guy? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These are pretty nice. I like these. They give you plenty of time. But, of course, you're not allowed to drive super fast, so it's good that they give you this time. I really do hope Brent is okay, though. He hasn't texted me all day today. I'm getting worried. Let me see when he last texted me. I'm being a needy GF right now, but I'm wanting to know where he is. When was the last time I texted him? At 5? When did I first start texting him? At 9:59 a.m. he texted me. I'm drawing one-handed, by the way. And then at 5:22 p.m. I texted him. But
I don't know where he is, and I'm worried. And he hasn't been on console nor VR or even in DMs, and it's just worrying me. That's all. Nothing happened between us. I just things have been happening IRL. You know, I mean, trying to go do things a little bit, but also I just mentally have not been mentally prepared to handle somebody around me like that, and I just don't want him to see me like that. So I don't normally share a whole lot about that stuff, but I'm sharing right now on video because I don't care anymore at this point. You guys should know that not everybody's perfect. Care about your mental health, everybody. Come on now. Wow. What it is? Okay, popularity increase. Cool. What's next, though? He hasn't been seen on Xbox in a whole day, though. That's really what worries me. I'll drive the car back. Sure. I'm texting. Sorry. I doubt that he's going to respond right now, but if he does, I'll be very happy. I just don't know where he is, and I'm getting worried. I know he's not the type of person to just, like, get up and leave. And I also know that he's not the type of person to, like, cause self-harm to himself. The thing is, I know who I am as a person. I know I've done that before to myself in the past. That's why I'm worried. Is because I haven't done it. Don't worry, I haven't done anything to myself. I'm fine. But I just haven't heard from him since. I'm just very scared because I love him a lot and I don't want to lose him, and if I lose him, then that's gonna lead to a downward spiral, and I don't want that. Everything's going so good. I just I mentally messed up is what happened. Mentally, I tuned everything else out, and I just had a relaxed day after I went and did stuff with the fam and just other people out, you know, IRL. But I can see how he worried. I just didn't text for a little bit, so I can see, again, I can see how he got worried, but okay, and then this next thing should bump it up to 100%. Let's go. I haven't been playing VR a lot recently either, which is something that I would normally, you know, do, but I don't know. Ever since Brett, I've kind of changed. I think I told my friends, but I don't know if I said this on video. For a while, I used like VR chat for dating because you could go to like worlds where people were single and you can go and find them and whatever, and then you could like figure out what they do and figure out more about them and that stuff. But excuse me, when it comes down to like me wanting to get on there all the time, mainly I got on there all the time to hang out with the same few friends that I had, and I didn't want to like go or do anything or like go to Publix because of And when I say Publix, I mean like public VR chat world. If you've never played VR chat or VR in general, there's public worlds and private worlds, and VR chat in particular. And most of the time we'd go private worlds, but sometimes we'd go public worlds, and I just wouldn't really like them because most of the time we'd go be like a drinking night, which is like a party world on VR chat for people who want to drink. I mean, it's cool, I guess, but I never really drank. I was just there to have fun with people. And the other world was like a YouTube world or Sunset. Anybody who plays VR chat knows Sunset, because I think everybody and their mom who is on VR chat knows about Sunset. But also Midnight, that was another one. There was a bunch of bars that they went to on VR chat, and they would go and drink. It was it was fun, but it was weird. I didn't really approve. You know what I mean? Because again, I don't really drink. Even when I did drink, like, okay, like when I turned 21, I did drink. But not that much. I drank one beverage, and then I started to drink a White Claw, and then I was like, no, this shit nasty. Yeet. I poured that bitch out. Everybody's gonna be upset at me now because they're gonna be like, oh my god, you poured out a White Claw? How could you? That's like the go-to frat boy's drink. Well, for some reason, I'm not a frat boy, huh? Because I'm not. I'm not a boy. There you go. Funny. Supplies truck are fragile. Avoid taking too much damage while delivering to the nightclub. Seems simple enough. There's cans in it. I'm going to dirt path. Well, I don't know. We'll go this way. It's also crazy to see like I said earlier, my channel getting recognized as much as it is. You would never understand. Okay, bruh. You would never understand how grateful I am for that. But I feel like 2025 is the year. It's gonna be the year for me. I'm gonna go from 900 to 1,000. I feel like it's got to be the year. I've been on this platform for almost 10 years. 2025 will literally be my 10th year. I feel like it's only right that I would hit 1,000 subs within that year. So I'm gonna push hard. I'm gonna grind hard next year for 2025 for YouTube. Because when I hit that 1,000, I think I'm gonna cry. But it's also gonna be a turning point in my career, maybe. I don't know. But what I do know is hitting that has been a goal and a milestone of mine for a long time. Ever since I first saw my first ever video to get 1,000 views and then above and beyond, I always had a dream of having like at least 100 subs, because I think for a while I had like 10, 20 subs. I was making videos with like no views to nobody. And now I'm a YouTuber that makes videos and people watch them. You know, a lot more than I could even ever imagine right now. I always thought that I would be making YouTube on the side, and then it just wouldn't really work out well and whatever, but it seems to have done pretty well for me in that regard. I'm just very thankful of every one of you who've come along for the journey with me. I do also hope to see you next year in 2025. A lot of things planned. By that I mean nothing really, other probably finishing Japan 2. It may be doing a Titanfall 2 playthrough, I don't know. I want to do the campaign of Titanfall 2 really bad, But I also am trying to decide whether or not I should record that or not. Because, like, the Cult of the Lamb, it's a similar thing, right? I have the issue of I like that game so much so that I play it off on my own time. And now I just don't even record it, and now I just don't even play it either, because now I'm trying to tell myself you need to stop playing the game or else you're going to get so far into the game that it's just not going to even make sense anymore. But evidently, I still go and play the video game. Well, I haven't recently, but yeah. I do, there's a part of me that really badly wants to hop on VR, but there's a part of me it's like, you should not do that. You know what happens when you get on VR. You get yourself in trouble. You get yourself in predicaments you shouldn't get yourself into. Like, people wanted to ask you out.
Because, I mean, when you go up to a guy and you're, like, talking to him like this, I mean, there's a lot of people, like, you know,
I want to fully convert to that, but I don't know if I can. It's not the commitment as much as it is just like what people think of me, I guess. I don't like thinking about what people think about me, but I do think about that sometimes. But I've learned in the past to just do your own thing, you know? Don't let other people stop you from doing what you want to do. I'm turning my music up, sorry. And changing my music. Halo 3 ODST. Oh yeah, and then recently, in like this whole year and a little bit of the last year, before this one, I met an awesome friend group, and it kind of made me feel like I was back in the old days of the crew. I'm saying this with this song on from ODST called Deference for Darkness. It's such a good game and such a good series and franchise, and I'm glad I got to experience it, not only again as an adult, but as an adult with other adults that loved the game. It was very fun. I had a blast playing it with them, and it just felt really cool to have a VR friend group for that moment of time that I could like go and hang out with on Discord, or go and hang out on VR chat or on Xbox or whatever, and just go and have fun, you know? That's what we did. We just went out and had fun. And now, me looking back at it, that friend group is a lot like the crew, again, like the one in GTA kind of crew that we had, where after a while it just kind of fell apart. Like, just like with the situation with the GTA crew, I saw it end before it even really began. I just tried to hold on to something that was inevitably going to fall apart. And me thinking about it right now breaks my heart. I'm going to be real. It breaks my heart knowing that forever and always I had an amazing time, and I felt loved, and I felt all these other feelings when, you know, hanging out with them, and I was having fun and enjoying it. They felt like actual friends that cared about me. I just wish that that group would have held on just a little bit longer. It held on for about a year. Literally a whole year probably, and that was like the last main people of the group anyway, holding on for that long. I'm wanting a friend group that I can have like that, like I had with my GTA crew, and like I had with my VR crew, or with my VR friends group. But, you know, I'm probably not ever going to get that opportunity again, because, well, the saying is lightning never strikes in the same place twice, never strikes twice in the same place or whatever. But I mean, it can, and it has before. It's struck in like several different times at the same place. But I think the whole meaning of that is like it's the chances of it are really low of it happening again. And I got the opportunity a year ago, pretty much like a year and a month or two ago, to have the opportunity again to have another friend group, and it just fall apart like every other friend group I've been in. It kind of makes me want to just not have friends anymore, though. Honestly, it's a good yet bad memory I have. I have a lot of good memories with them, but the last memories I have with them were not the best. Some of them tried to make up for themselves for how they acted in the past over it, but others, they just decided to stick to their guns and whatever, and it's okay. I completely understand. I guess it's your decision, but it's just not something I was expecting to happen. But hey, it is what it is, right? And maybe that's also why I don't want to play VR chat, is because of that friend group. Because, you know, they were cool, and anytime I got on there, it was to hang out with them mainly. I got a VR, and I was hanging out with them back when I was hanging out with my ex Kyra. You know, like things were going very, very cool. You know, everything was going awesome. It just a little weird, but awesome. You know, it seems like anytime we get something that we want or enjoy, or that we love to have around, dies off quicker than when we have it. It's just very sad, if anything. But maybe that's also another reason why I don't want to get on VR anymore, is because it took me a lot to do that back then, a year ago. I was a whole different person a year ago, I'm gonna be honest. I really was, because I'm way different now. But, well, not way different, but I am definitely different, for sure. I'm very proud of myself, though, for making it this far, and for hopefully making it to next year. I know I am gonna make it to next year, but I'm kidding, honestly, but I remember the first night I met those guys, the VR friend group. We were all on a drinking night, and it was just amazing. It was awesome, you know, the best night I could ever had, because I met these people and they were cool, and yeah. And then they soon caught on that I don't drink, so they were still cool with me being around and everything, but they, you know, they understood that I just didn't drink. But, yeah. It's just really sad to know that I know that that whole friend group died off, and it's not gonna ever come back to how it was, because everybody has issues with everybody. You know? As the song's saying right now, gotta move on, gotta move on. He's just not into you. So I should probably move on, but I want to live in this moment a little bit longer, you know? I feel like everybody has those moments where it's like they know they gotta move on eventually, but right now is not that time, because I'm still upset about it. It kind of just, like I said, probably pisses me off more than anything, because it was such a good thing going. But maybe I'm also holding on to it too much because of memories I remember of like my exes. Because another thing is I went through so many people this year, like dating wise, regardless. It was crazy. I've never gone through so many people. This year, I will say, has been the most amount of relationships I've had. I know for sure it's double digits, but I remember for the longest time I've never reached double digits in total, and then this year alone I reached double digits. So it's, yeah, a lot has changed, but I think the thing that I'm holding on to the most is just the feeling of everyone caring, not only about me but about everyone else in the group, or like us just planning things to have fun and stuff like that. Like when I think back about the GTA crew, we had a lot of fun planning stuff and everything, and we'd get on and everybody'd get on and do stuff. But I mean, now of course, they you know, we have our own lives and we're just normal people. We were normal people back then, but we're definitely normal people now with our own lives and everything. It's just everything's changed and it's gone on really fast. Because I remember it felt like yesterday that, like, the GTA account, my original character got banned. This feeling I'm feeling is something I feel really often because I get into these moods like this. Again, it's something I don't really like sharing a lot, but I'm gonna share in this video because, you know, I just have this feeling like in my chest and stomach, like my whole body just feels like a wave wash over of like I don't want to necessarily call it depression, but it is a type of depression. I just don't want to call it a type of depression, and someone be like, well, actually, it's your nervous system doing this and that because you miss your friends, and blah, 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 blah. And that's kind of why I also don't like going on Instagram, because I'll just go to Reels and I'll just start scrolling and it's just going to be a bunch of negative stuff, like mentally. That's what catches my eye more than normal things. And it is sad, but it's true, and there's probably a lot of people out there who is like that, and that's okay. You're not alone. You're never alone. It may feel like that, but you're not. Just keep pushing, because that's all you really can do. And if not for people that you love, do it for me. Prove to me that you can go for the rest of your life. Do it. It'll be tough. There'll be times where you'll get knocked down. You just gotta get back up. I promise you, you got this. I know the last person you probably want to hear from is me, because apparently I am just one of those people, but I'm from the bottom of my heart, seriously. If you feel that way, you're not alone. There's people there to help you. Whether it be a therapist or a close friend or a family member or somebody. There's somebody. Or your dog. There's somebody out there who's willing to help you and or loves you. All I gotta say is just understand that I will always be here. Like, if I can make your day and make you happy, I hope so. Like, that makes my day to know I made someone happy. And I'm really just here for entertainment purposes. I'm not here for any other reasons. I talk about, like, oh, I'm getting up there, I'm getting more, like, noticed by people and stuff, but really has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that I'm doing this just because I want to do it, and it's fun. I enjoy it. I play video games anyway. Why not post about me playing the video games? You know? But at the same time, I understand that You may look at me and see somebody else I am not. But that's okay. I'm still here for you when you need me. If you need me. Destroy supply trucks. Nope. Not doing that. When I get on VR, I feel like I'm very happy. It feels like an escape from the escape, because it's funny because normally people play video games to escape from their reality, right? Ooh, never to my balls. So they tell another soul what you saw. Is that a yes? You just touch your balls. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked. My VR fun is still going to commence. It's just probably not as often. But like I said, when I get on VR, I feel escape from the escape. Because I'll get on Xbox and some of my friends will just want to start arguments with me or other people in our friend group, and it's like, why bring that negativity around, bruh? We're all human. We all make mistakes. Why yell at somebody for making a mistake that they did or didn't do? Like, it is what it is, but it happened. You can't change the past. Yelling at them's not gonna change much. I mean, yelling at me will, because my whole life I've been yelled at by my parents or by other people, and that's what made me stop. But people now are not gonna do that. I don't know what I'm gonna do next time I get on VR, because again, I don't have half of those VR friends I used to have in that group. I think I have like 2 or 3 of them, and the VR friends I actually still hang out with, sort of. I don't know. I don't know. It's something I've been trying to think about a lot recently, like, what am I going to do on VR now? Because my motivation was my friends or, like, my relationships, but when they don't want to go and do that, it's like, I don't get on. And I have friends that get on VR every day and hang out every day, like I used to, but I don't know. I'm not burnt out on VR, because I'll never be burnt out on VR. It's just the feeling I get when I play VR is, like, I put that headset on and then I become my character, and then I escape the reality that I'm in. And I feel safer, and I feel like everything's better. Not because, oh, people don't actually know what I look like or anything, or about who I actually am as a person, but the fact is I can be who I want to be, or whatever I want to be, you know? Go to the beach and just have a walk while I talk, huh? If I find a bicycle, I'll just take the bicycle, but... We'll start on this side and we'll work our way over. Go on the actual beach, though. It's kind of nice just running on the beach. And I have a triathlon. I am a triathlon person. My stamina, meaning I can run forever without having to slow down and take breaths for air, I do believe. This reminds me of the crew. Four of us run on the beach while they would have cars trying to attack us or trying to run to the other side of the beach. Or snipers, you know. We were fighting. First time I ever met Outlaw. And the one that shall not be named, but you know, if he ever does come back and he has a good excuse and he makes up for it, sure, I'll accept him again, but I don't know. The last excuse wasn't a great one, but it is what it is. It's not my saying what excuse he makes. I'm just a bystander and a friend. There's not much I can do to change his outcome of what he wanted to do. It makes me wonder where I would have been if I would have been down the path that they went. I kind of went down that path, but at the same time didn't. Because theirs was different, but it's just very nice to run down the beach knowing all the memories I've had here. Ops. Zervix.
Hello, Doctor. I'm sorry I'm calling.
Kyra. All those people. You mad? You cry? Grizzy. All them. Man. I miss just that alone. I really miss playing with my friends. I miss how we used to be. We're not the same anymore. We used to be super duper close and stuff, but you know, now we're not. And that's okay. We don't have to be super close anymore, but it would be nice for all of us to just get back on one day, hop on a party, put aside our differences just for one day, and just get on GTA and just have fucking fun, man. Okay, we are at this side of the beach and it took like roughly 4-5 minutes, something like that. And now we're running back.
That's good.
I remember me and Ricardo would go to beach and fight here a lot and sniper battle, you know, sniper only. Man, it was so fun. Where are the days gone, bro? First time I ever did a 1v1 on beach, I was like 15, 16. I remember doing base. I was fucking bad at base, I still am, but hell, I used to try to get good at it because my ex was good at it. Let me change this song one more time. And again, I know eventually I am going to have to let go of this, but to me, I'm still going to hold on as long as I can right now because it's something that I I just remember, and I don't remember many things or keep many things close to me, and this is one of the few things. The GTA crew and with the VR chat group friends. I'm not gonna get probably another opportunity like that again. So I remember we were playing hide and seek one day on the pier, and I can't remember who it was, but someone was down here under these, and then we had a whole little discussion about it because I think it wasn't allowed or something like that, or they were saying they were on the pier, and that we were saying that you had to be on the pier, but I don't know. It's very open closed book kind of thing, I guess. I don't know when it comes to that, but I understand everyone has differences and stuff, but some friend groups just need to. I feel like some friend groups could just repair themselves if other people just forgive or just forget, you know. Because there's some things I'll never be able to forgive people for. But I can look past it. Like, I know that there's probably there's some issues that me and Outlaw both have towards each other, but at the end of the day, we're still really good friends. And you know, I wouldn't let something like that hold me or hold. I'm not gonna hold it against him, you know. Because why should I do that? There's just some people who do, and when they hold on to that, it makes it to where the friendship's not really a friendship anymore. There's also a a video game that came out recently that people were actually going crazy over. It's blowing up all over the place, and it's that one game with the anime girl. But I know why it's blowing up. I knew it was going to blow up the moment Markiplier played it. I saw Markiplier play it, his one episode, and I was like, yep, that game's going to blow up. Because I know a lot of people who, when looking at the sticky note on the wall, it said VR mommy. VR chat mommy or whatever, VRC mommy. Something like that. Or mom. It's just... I knew that game was going to go crazy because a lot of people are playing it now, and I know I'm not going to play it on time when it's super duper popular, but hey, I'm talking about it right now, I'm going to tell you, eventually I'll play that game, I just don't know when. But it reminds me a lot about a lot of my friends that I met on VR chat, because a lot of them have VR parents, which is very weird. I can't remember a time when I played VR chat where I didn't know somebody who had a VR mom or VR dad or just VR parents. And I've been asked a couple of times to be VR parent. There was a time where I did accept it, but then after a while I just am no longer one. It became so weird. Because it's like, we're roughly the same age and you're calling me your mom. That's fucking weird. I'm sorry, it just is. I can't. That's just weird. I tried the weirdness one time, didn't like it, got rid of it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, man? Up here, up top. Ah, Lord. And like I said, I haven't been on VR chat in a while, but you know, or VR, but eventually I probably will. Maybe next year I'll hop on the first thing I do. It's honestly been, though, for real, of all of this, it's been a crazy year. Of everything I've said, you know. I don't remember when what I started with on YouTube or like whatever at that time. But this was a year that I learned a lot. And like I said, one of the things I learned was not to hold on to the past for too long. Some things I still hold on to, like, you know, the friend groups I met and the friends along the way and everything. But like exes and stuff, I'm starting to let them go. Because I'm starting to realize if I hold on to them, then what else am I going to hold on to? You know what I mean? And besides, they're your ex. Your ex is an ex for a reason, you know? So. The one thing that made me won't even get a VR in the first place was the fact of watching live streamers and all this, like, other people playing VR chat or just like VR games in general. It made me want to get a VR really bad. So I got one, my first ever paycheck from my job when I was working. And for like the 2 years that I worked there, you know, I was getting paid and everything, and I was buying things that I wanted like that, and that was the first thing I bought with my paycheck. And I remember my family was like, so, like, a lot of people are like, so you bought the things you wanted and now that's it? And I'm like, no, that's not it. I still went to work for, you know, 2 years, so it wasn't it at that point. Now it's, I'm trying to figure myself out a little bit more and what I really want to do, you know. Like, of course, what I really want to do is YouTube, but I don't know if I'm going to get there that quick, nor do I want to, because the quicker you blow up on social media, the quicker people know who you are, and then they start looking into you, and then they'll bring up things about your past, and it's like, why? It's not like my past is even bad, it's just I've had arguments with people, or people have said weird things about me, and then all of a sudden here I am blowing up, and they're like, we should ruin this person's life. That's how I see it anyway. Not a good thing. But again, it's just some people just want to ruin other people's lives that haven't done anything necessarily bad. Maybe after this video I'll get on VR for like an hour or two. I don't know. Haven't been on in a while. Like a month, 2 months. Not like a month and a half. I'm just so ready to find the new biggest thing for me, because it seems like I have parts of my life where I have two big, like so far it's been like two big moments with two different friend groups. One was a GTA friend group and the other one was a VR friend group. And I wonder what's going to happen next. Like, what friend group am I going to find out about now?
Yeah, you know, a whole lot of gangsters and players, but not too many.
I don't know what's in store for me in the future, but whatever it is, I hope it's something good and bright and wonderful. I just appreciate every single one of you. Just one of those days we gonna wake up. Sucks. Everything's fucked. I'm gonna have to go way down for this. I was texting somebody. Also, I miss my old friend group of school. Like, I can't forget those guys. Those guys really made me kinda who I am. Because at the standpoint that I have, I started YouTube pretty much because I saw my friend Cameron have a YouTube channel. I do remember. And it was just something spectacular. It was something that I never admitted to when I was a kid to them, but I did in fact start a YouTube channel because my friend Cameron had one and I saw him posting videos. And I saw that he had like, I think 100 subs, and I was like, whoa, you have 100 subs on YouTube, you're like famous. He was like, no, I'm not famous. I mean, he wasn't, but to us, or to me, it was like he was famous. And I mean, I don't even know if he's still making videos or not. I think he's quit after a while. He just gave up on it. Because I don't want to be that person. It's like he only does what the family thinks is best for him, but oh, Lord. Oh, man. It's funny, too, because the person who, not necessarily introduced me to VR chat, because I knew about it for a while, but the first person to play with me on VR chat was one of my school friends from school. I played with him on VR chat for the first time, and that was the first time I fell asleep on VR chat. Granted, it was on a desktop at the time, or my laptop rather, and now that laptop can't run anything, not even VR chat, but I don't know how I did the first night. I think it's because of what happened. I left it on overnight, and you know, that's not necessarily good for a device like that. It's not good for most devices, but some devices are better if you keep them on. I don't know. What I do know is he was one of the first ones to help me, but I mean they no longer go by Jacob. They go by other stuff, which I'm not gonna, you know, say it. I'm not gonna like. I'm also afraid I'm gonna butcher it, but mainly for, you know, for them, I'm just not gonna say it because it's personal or whatever. If they want you to know, they'll let you know, kind of thing, you know. But for the sake of this and for how I originally knew them as was Jacob. I remember going on Call of Duty with Jacob and we doing Easter eggs, or like me and Cameron getting on video games and playing, and it was so cool. And back then, like, I played with Cameron on almost any game I played, or everything I did do for the most part was with Cameron. There's moments where I had like Andrew with me or whatever, which is another person I do now miss playing games with, but when I was playing games with him back then, I thought he was a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but as I got older, I started to realize, like, hey, he's actually pretty cool. But I also thought he was annoying because he took my girl from me, bruh. My girl dumped me and then started dating him for 2 months and then dumped him. And I had a goth chick too, so it was very, very annoying. But at the end, it didn't matter. Because like I said, he lost her after a while. So. Like, I know people say if you could go back, what would you change? I wouldn't change a thing. But if I could go back, I would go back to the days when I was hanging out with my friend Cameron on Xbox. And I would also go back and just change some things about my life a little bit if I could, but I would never actually fully change them, I don't think. I would just sit there and admire what I've accomplished, because I, again, wouldn't change anything for the world for where I am now. Could I be doing a lot better? Probably, but you know, right now I feel amazing where I'm at. But yeah, I do miss all my different friend groups, because first it was originally my school friend group. Before them, it was my OG original Xbox friend group, and then it was my school friend group, and then it was the GTA friend group. And well, technically, yeah, it was a GTA friend group, and then it was the friend group with like Devin and them. You guys know Devin from my videos. Come on. And then there was something else. I don't remember. There was, before the VR chat group, there was another group, or I think I had another friend group on VR, and it's just like, yeah, I did, and it just died off. Well, it really just died off whenever I found the other friend group, because they were more active and they weren't all depressing in a movie world watching movies all the time. They were just, you know, hanging out chilling. That's what I will say about some people in VR, is a lot of them, I understand you're depressed, but like, why be in a world to watch movies when you could have done that on Netflix at your own house? Like, I understand you want to do it with people, but like, you know what Netflix and chill is? Man. The first time I ever did something on VR chat that was not safe for work was pretty funny, because it was my first time doing it on VR chat. I didn't know what I was doing. They did all the work. I was just sitting there. But try something once and then it's whatever. I also, I don't know, videos like this, you see, like I'll post it, but for some reason I kind of wish and hope that no one's gonna watch it because of me opening up so much. But I feel like I should open up, because, you know, as a person, everyone has feelings. We are not robots. We have emotions and feelings, and we have ways of expressing them. But one way to get rid of a feeling you have is by talking about it. Me talking about my past, yes, is reopening up some wounds that I had from my past. However, it's going to close them and seal them for good, because I'm not going to have to worry about don't have to worry about talking about them ever again or anything like that. The end all be all of this scenario and this discussion that I'm having is, if you have a friend group, or if you have like a group of people that you really like hanging out with, hang out with them as long as you can, as many times as you can, and yeah, just don't stop having fun. As I'm getting older, I'm gonna start getting stuck with the same people that I've already been stuck with, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but some of them are not good for me mentally, and others just aren't good people in general. But I still hang out with them because I don't have anywhere else to go, and everyone else likes them, so it is what it is. I can't make everybody, you know, can't make everybody happy. So you hate me, it is what it is. Or not necessarily if you hate me, but if you know, don't necessarily like me that much. That's fine, I get it. I'm not the most likable person, I guess. Also, if they, again, if there's ever a day where I could get all my friend groups to come back together, not like all in one group together as a whole after they've been all gone and don't know any of these other people from other friend groups, but like if the original friend groups that they were originally built on came back together for one day each, I would love that. It would be the best day of my life. Hanging out with T-Bird, Jaga, Roach, Onyx, Norma, Brownie, Defender, all of those people, like, it was awesome. And I'll, again, never get that back. But hey, it is what it is, right? I'm gonna read a message. I'm texting my friend from school. There's only a few friends from school that I still talk to, like on the daily, or not on the daily, but you know, every now and then. This is one of them. We always, me and this friend in particular, really played Call of Duty Zombies a lot together. That's what we did. And we would do Easter eggs and stuff, and it was awesome. If there's one thing that I can take out of all of this is that your past is there to learn from. It's not there to stay forever, and yet it will always be there in here. I'm pointing at my heart. My hand's on my heart, my chest right now, where my heart is. It will always be in there, deep inside. It will be right there and up in here in your brain. And that's just how it is, you know? Bruh. I really do miss my school friend group because it was literally like just 4 of us. And I made a crew on GTA just for it. I still own it, actually. Hold on. I think I do. Friends crew, where is it? It's DCSF. I don't own it on this account, I guess. My second account probably owns it, but okay. There's this, and then IGN crew, Ewo and Cut. Oh man. I don't know where my thing is. I guess I'm not friends with it anymore or whatever, but I had a crew named DCSF. If you were watching my videos back then, you would have saw it and probably saw my videos, but it was supposed to be like Dread Camo Super Furious, which was all the first like parts of our name Xbox gamer tags, which I thought was really cool. Now it just sounds real nerdy and like a geek thing to do, but you know. Back then it was cool. Yeah. You know what? I want to end the video on this roof. Looking at this right here. This has been a crazy year. Again, just so much has happened. I'm just so grateful for the experience I got to have, I guess. And other than that, probably the time that I've had on this platform. You know, YouTube is a great platform and I love it. And I'm going to continue making videos on it. It's not going to stop. What I will say, just like with a lot of things, it'll have to end eventually. Everything will end. So, unfortunately for GTA 5, it's not right now, but it's coming to a close soon, and I'm not ready for that. I grew up on this game. I grew up on Call of Duties. I grew up on Castle Miner Z. Y'all remember that? One day I gotta get on my 360 and play that for a video. I really do. That would be the coolest thing to bring to video. Would be that. I feel like I know who that is. Someone just followed me and I think I know who they are. It might be an ex of mine. Oh, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But this is a great view and a great point to end, so while I dwell on the past a little bit more for a little while longer, and talk to my friend here on my phone, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Live your life the way you want to live it. Never give up, never surrender, keep pushing. And most of all, the friends you make along the way, make sure you let them know how thankful and grateful you are for them. Because I know I sure didn't. And I regret that now for a lot of the friends. They will never understand how grateful I was for them to be here and for them to be a learning experience for me. And now, yeah. This is it for this, so goodbye.